everyone. So finally, it's been 3 weeks that I'm here in Canada. First of all, I'm so sorry for the late posting because I was just trying to take my own time to settle down, and the journey has so far has been phenomenal. So I'm super excited to share all of the updates with you in terms of the airline journey, baggage experience, SIN application process, OHIP, and I'll keep the video very short, crisp, and quick so that you get an overview quickly. And hence, let's start. First thing first, so the airline which I chose was Emirates. The only two things which was in my mind while choosing the airline was the refundable fares, and the second was the baggage allowance. Now the Emirates was offering me 2 pieces of baggage allowance, which was more than sufficient for me to start my Canadian journey, because let me tell you, it's just me who has landed right now. My husband and my son would be following me in August. So I think the baggage 2 piece was sufficient, so I went ahead with that, and I got the round trip ticket for around the price of 1,50,000. That was the ticket I got with in Indian currency with Emirates. The good part was the entire service and experience, meals on board. The transit was only for 2.5 hours, which was fantastic. The baggage allowance was 2 piece, 46, and the hand luggage of 7 kilograms. Now I carried up to 10 kilograms, and they did not say anything because they don't really weigh. However, I wanted to carry one more extra bag, which they did not allow me, so I had to place my laptop bag in my cabin luggage, which was little challenge at the airport because they just allow only one hand luggage. Maybe you can carry one tiny sling bag like the girls or the females do. That is fine, that is acceptable. After I landed, I really wanted to get my SIN process sorted at the airport, but it was little difficult because I was tired and I did not want to just put my brain into that, and I honestly had a bit of a jet lag. So I skipped that process and I landed up to a queue of COPR. Now the first thing what you do once you land in Canada is there are a lot of kiosks which are shown at the airport. You just have to punch in that you do not have any hazardous goods or any other things to declare. Once you do that, you can just go and stand in a queue of COPR or PR for that matter, and you are asked simple questions like who all will be landing, if you have any goods or items or valuable items or funds to declare, which might be followed later. You have the only document that you are required to show is your COPR. That is it. Apart from that, of course, the passport is the most required document in the entire journey. Apart from that, no other document, no other forms was asked. On the contrary, I was informed by many YouTubers, or maybe I watched a lot of YouTubes, and they asked apparently that form this, form that. No, nothing, guys. The life is very simple. They don't ask any forms. Maybe they don't ask any forms these days. Maybe during the time of Corona, they were asking plenty of forms to be filled in. But yes, in case you have a jewelry to declare, or if you have anything which might come later, that's something you will have to declare at the airport. Apart from that, nothing means nothing. The life was very easy. The queue was very short because maybe I landed during the daytime, like my flight landed at 9:30 in the morning, so it was a very good time. It was sunny, bright, and people were in the full energy, so my process went very quickly, and I was out of the airport just in 30 minutes, including my baggage. So this was the entire journey bit. Now let me tell you what did I do after that so that it helps you a lot. Stay tuned. Referring to the SIN now. SIN process was super smooth. I went on Monday. I had to obviously stand on a queue because I did not take an appointment, and the queue took 2 hours for me. So I carried a water bottle and of course a sandwich with me to fill up during that time process of waiting. And after that, once I entered into the room, they only asked me my passport and my COPR, and that's it. And after that, they gave me the SIN there and then. And of course, it's a very super secured number which you should keep in your mind, head, body, soul, because that's something you really cannot share in Canada apart from your employer and bank. Now, the next bit which I did was to open a bank account because I was carrying the $4,000 cash and I really wanted to place that safe somewhere. So I went ahead and I listened to the offers of the Scotia Bank, RBC Bank, TD Bank, and CIBC. Finally, the one which I chose, not that the other banks were not great, just that I just liked the sound of the offer and the way the service and the treatment was given by CIBC. I was really impressed, and I went ahead with that. What all they needed were simple SIN number and my passport, and that's it. Of course, COPR, sorry. So all of these three documents were required at the time of opening of the bank account, and they opened my bank account there and then. I placed all my cash safely and securely there itself. They also gave me a credit card with a good limit, and the banking is apparently free. The banking service is apparently free for 2 years for the newcomers. So that's how my bank was opened again right on Tuesday. After that, the next target was to get the medical card done, which is we call here as OHIP, which is Ontario Health Card. So that is the third thing which I wanted. For that, I needed an appointment. So I took an appointment and I got an appointment for the following week. Now, so I went on the appointed date, and the process again was super quick, super smooth and efficient. All they needed was just an address proof. So I got the address proof of my FIDO, which is here called as the service provider, telephone service provider. So I showed them just on the mobile phone. They did not even need a printout or anything. So I just showed them on the mobile, and I also gave them my passport, and that is it, and it was all good to go. They issued me the OHIP there and then. It was so immediate, like immediately done. The process was quick, efficient, super easy and super chill. So this is how my OHIP was also done just within 2 weeks of time. Now I was sorted with my SIN, I was sorted with my definitely OHIP and the banking. The other things, other documentations which are required when you land is the driving license. So I have now started to read the document which is required to take a G1 license exam. So hopefully it should be sorted within a week or two, and I would be done with that too. Now you must be curious to know, okay, fine, the documents are getting on board and things are going good, but overall, how do I find it? Honestly, magical. Maybe because I have chosen the right time to land, and or it was just a destiny that I got the PR at the right time. It's just, if you see around, the flowers, the nature, the beauty is just at its peak, and it's shining, the sun is shining, it's bright, and it's just lovely. Last but not the least, I will also talk to you about my job experience, but that would be in a separate video altogether, because I really want to cover a lot of parts out there. So for that, I will stay tuned and subscribe to my channel if you have not done it yet. I do bring up lots and lots of French classes, and I have resumed all of my French classes. And thank you so much for your support, and thank you for liking this video and subscribe to my channel, please.